Hello and welcome back to Diablo 3. We've got something a little bit different this time. Normally I'd be playing with my brother, but he's actually away on holiday this week. So we're going to have a little bit of solo footage. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to showcase this new build that I've been working on. You can see me all decked out in this lovely gold ensemble, as opposed to my usual Marauder stuff. That's because we've got a Strafe-based Legacy of Nightmares build. I've mentioned this in passing in some of the previous episodes, and the general idea is just stack movement speed everywhere, stack hatred regeneration and cooldown reduction, and keep strafing. Keep critical hit high, and pain enhancer as one of the gems should kill everything over time as we're passing. So that's the build in a nutshell, and it's doing alright actually. I'm on Torment 7 at the moment because I want to be doing some bounties and it's the most efficient for my current power level. But I can handle Torment 8 at the moment. Possibly might be able to handle Torment 9, but my kill speed's a bit off. I don't have an ancient weapon for this setup just yet, but I'll show you everything in just a moment. Before we do, I wanted to give a quick shout out to fellow YouTuber Digital Coding, was very kind and gave me their Overwatch cross-platform promotional redeemables code. So I've got this Overwatch portrait frame, these snazzy Mercy wings that keep springing out, and in Heroes of the Storm I've got Tracer Hero. If I dug out my old World of Warcraft account, I think that's got a pet or something to go with it, and in Hearthstone it's given me a nice card back. So thank you very much, really do appreciate that, and well, I'm never going to take these off. I think that's the only set of wings I got, so may as well, yeah, make the most of them. Alright, let's go over these skills and this gear that I've got. Now you've probably seen this build online. It's nothing too original. A lot of it is cribbed from people who have done far more work into this thing than I have. We do alright just strafing around. We're using the lightning rune to get movement speed up. We use shadow power with the glide rune to increase movement speed while we're doing that. So you can see hatred drops quite a lot, which is why we're using Dawn as a weapon, so that we can keep Seethe up for massive hatred regen. That's going, you can see, pretty well there. I like keeping a Raven out for a little bit more, so as that builds down, I can just shift click and give myself quick burst more. Other than that, I'm just using preparation to keep up the discipline so that I can shadow power whenever I want. And then the Fan of Knives is working with Lord Greenstone's fan in our cube to give us a one-shot burst damage for elites that we pass or Rift Guardians. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Everything else is just Litany of the Undaunted and the Wailing Host, and then combinations of ancient items that happen to be in my stash. Ice Climbers is actually very useful, freeze and immobilize, just not affecting me so I can keep moving around, which in turn means that the Hexing Pants, of course, is increasing my damage and resource generation because I'm always moving with Strafe here. Mantle of Channeling, that's working in conjunction with the Taeguk gem here in my arcane immunity amulet. It's just keeping up that channeled skill, and that multiplies with this, and it really does start to stack. You can see Taeguk at the bottom there just starts counting up. There we go, 10 stacks, lasts plenty long. It's really fast to get up to that. Got Black Feather. It just happens to be the best ancient chest that I've got at the moment. I transmogged it over to the Beck and Sail because it seems to be only the Beck and Sail chest piece, but it actually gives me little goggles, which I think is really awesome. I've not seen that on any of the other Demon Hunter garb, and I really like that, so yeah, I'm sticking with it. Oh, that's Oh, that's the end of the pennant. That's kind of odd. So yes, as I mentioned, using Dawn. I'm using this mostly for the cooldown of Vengeance. This is actually a really, really bad Dawn for this. What are we at? That's only just above the minimum cooldown reduction that it can give me, and as a result I've had to stack cooldown reduction on pretty much everything else that I can get. This Augustine's Panacea is again is just the best ancient quiver that I happen to have. There are improvements that I could do to this. If I could get an ancient Krelm's belt here, that's another 25% movement speed. If I can get an ancient holy point shot here, I can get an extra multiplier on physical damage. My critical hit chance at the moment is up to 53%, and it's that with Pain Enhancer, which is doing most of our trash mob killing. Anyway, that's an awful lot of talking and not much showing you guys what it actually does. At the moment I'm just doing some bounty runs so that I can try and get more materials so I can re-roll this spare Dawn into something useful, like an ancient. That would be fantastic. So actually, let's just do bounties this time. I will show you how this works. So I'm using a trick with the numlocks to get my first two skills here, auto casting. For those of you that haven't used it before, if you bind skills off to your numpad keys, there we go, that's Lord Greenstone's fan just going off. Yeah, if you bind skills to your numpad keys, hold them down and then hit your numlock key. You register the key down event, but not the key up event, and the game just keeps thinking you're pressing the key non-stop, which is why you see this. The skill is not already at the top here. It's basically because it just keeps trying to re-hit it. And yeah, I just zipping around at super high speed, strafing past everything, hit them a little bit, and they will just die from the Pain Enhancer. So I can just wait and watch some of them die, or you know, you just keep going. After all, damage is damage. It's a very fun build, it's a very active build, and it's very, very fast. Let's move on to the next one, Kill Gruul. That's the only downside with the auto casting, is it will interrupt your town portaling, identifying things, all sorts. Very fast, very active build. Just keep an eye on the skills that you're using, your hatred down in the bottom right. If it drops off a little, just use your Raven's active skill. As you pass elites, just pop Lord Greenstone's fan and they'll go down. Bang. Because all of these buffs stack with each other. If you're moving, you've got the Hexing Pants bonus, along with the Taeguk that you're probably channeling, and then Lord Greenstone's fan, that's currently 18 times whatever the increase is for it. Where is it? Yeah, 200%. Stacks 30 times and then multiplied with everything else. That's why we're one-shotting stuff. Just whack in another Paragon point. There we go, and we're off again. And you'll get speed bonuses from the items you're crushing along the way as well, just in case you weren't moving fast enough. Just kill the Key Warden as we're passing. Why not? When you're holding down Strafe all the time, the auto cast won't work. It waits for you to take your finger off the trigger, so to speak, and then it goes off. But that's fine, you can just manually hit the hotkeys if you're just holding down Strafe all the time. Doesn't really become much of a problem unless you've been doing it for a really, really long time and you haven't noticed that Vengeance is not triggered for a while, or you've run out of discipline because you've been shadow gliding everywhere for too long. Come on, open up the cave. And then off to level 2. These guys along the way. An extra death breath. You might notice the energy shield I've got around me at the moment. It's St. Archie's Gauge gauntlets. Again, just utility really. I don't even think they're ancient. No, they're not. But they do provide quite a lot of nice survivability while I'm blitzing through things. Alright, all enemies. Oh, another treasure goblin. Just follow him like a bad smell. I think my only slight problem with this build, and it's only a really small thing, is that sometimes I end up moving a bit too fast and I can't click on things that I want to. But in general, I absolutely love this. The mobility is second to none. All I really need is a ancient dawn. Well, good ancient dawn would be nice. Alright, 100 enemies to win a bonus chest. Here I'm just spinning around in circles so that I can make sure that I'm keeping the hexing pants bonus up. Periodically triggering the knives just because it's extra damage. What are we up to? 104. And a lot of them will just take a single hit in passing, which will happen to be a critical hit, and then the pain enhancer will just go off and nuke them over time. It's what, 4,500 times almost over 3 seconds. It's that's where the majority of our kill is coming from. Now I'm just running around because I think I heard a treasure goblin over here. Yeah, there we go. Don't need extra gems, but you know, gift horse and all that. Let's get rid of that. Pick up these guys. Just go and dump stuff back in town quickly. It is very nice having Shadow Glide available, like even just for running around town. Alright, on to the next bounty. Kill Belial. And yeah, this build is definitely capable of going higher than Torment 7. The only reason I'm running Torment 7 is you get the same number of materials here as you would if you were running Torment 8, which is probably where my sensible level would be. So there's no reason for me to run Torment 8, given that at the moment I'm just after bounty materials to re-roll my legendaries. Just a bit of back and forth. That's one strike of the knives. It's going to piss off up there. And we're up to 14 stacks already again on Lord Greenstone's fan, just as he's taking his time appearing. And again. Alright, okay, turn this in, move on to the next act. There we go. As you can see, I've made up to Paragon 438. I noticed just before I came online that my brother's managed to reach Paragon 255, so good for him. But it does mean that I need to put in quite a lot more time and effort if I want to keep myself approximately twice the level that he's at. It is kind of like a funny running joke for me, just because I managed to plough ahead so much at the start. But it does mean that I need to find some time somewhere to carry on. Alright, next, Act 1. Normally, I really hate the caverns. They just take so long to get through. But like this, it just doesn't feel like a problem. Just zip around, most things die as you pass them. It's the mobility really that's noticeable. The discipline that I've got from preparation, I've got the 1 over time. It's something like 45 over 15 seconds as opposed to 30 instantly. I find it works out slightly better balance-wise. If I'm not just being insane and shadow powering around all over the place just for speed, don't run out. Of course, if I'm just like trying to maintain the extra... Oh, bandit shrine. Oh, this is interesting. Haven't seen one of these for a long time. Can I get all of them? Don't think any got away. Well, that was fun. Oh, I haven't seen a bandit shrine since last season, I think.
Need more time.
Thank you very much, everything. No Menagerist Goblin. Maybe they can't come out of the bandit shrines. Anyway, where's Vermin 2? There he is, he's down there. Just double time it. Oh yes, Wreath of Lightning is the other gem. Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, the Wreath of Lightning, 15% chance on hit to gain Wreath of Lightning, and then more move speed again when you're under it. Definitely worthwhile. Just as you're whizzing past things, just get more speed. I should probably combine this with Gem of Ease at some point. All of this trash that I'm killing as I go through, definitely going to be worth getting bonus experience for. But again, I don't really want to waste a gift on just a regular Dawn. Kind of want to get it up to Ancient first. I think I've only got 2 available. And yeah, before this build I used to quite dislike the kill 100, kill 150 monster quests. It just takes so long to get around them and round them up and go through individually killing them. And now I can just sort of like breeze past the area approximately. And we're done. Don't even need to kill these guys over here. I still want to, but those. And next, Apothecary's brother. Highlands Cave, that's up here somewhere. Oh, look, a treasure goblin. Another blood thief. I'm actually going to have to go and do some gambling. Alright, we will interrupt this bounty very quickly while I go and try and gamble for an ancient ring, I guess. Probably the most sensible. Kadala, where did I put you over here? Trinkets, rings. No. But, I mean, yes, it was technically ancient, but that's not what I'm after. Unless it's better for my follower, I guess. Yeah? Yeah, it is. I managed to get him his follower cannot die relic. So sure, anything that just increases damage at this point is probably better for this. Do you really like the Fallen Lunatics? What's that? That's the Justice Lantern, which would be better if he had a shield which did something useful. Oculus Ring, that's probably going to be more useful for me actually to have on him. Yeah, let's whack that on there. How's this compare? No, also no, no, right. Salvage these. Nothing else to do with Kadala. Dump stuff back in my stash. It's a shame it takes 5 bounty materials and 50 Forgotten Souls per reroll. I mean, I've only got enough Forgotten Souls to do 4, which is not a lot, but I've got to do probably 3 full sets of bounties to get enough materials to do that. Pick those up. Carry on. And an important thing is to not really get distracted if you're doing this. I mean, the idea is speed for bounties. Sure, you'll be great for rifting as well. Low level rifting, that'd be great. Probably anything up to, well, yeah, I'm Torment A at the moment without an ancient thing. I reckon it would be no sweat at all to, with an ancient one, do TX, maybe GR50s, possibly. Alright, come on, let's go find your brother. It's going to be fun watching my brother's Raycore build to try and keep up with this. It's kind of like being an arsehole and just running ahead. Yeah, don't get distracted, but equally it doesn't cost much to take a second to just pick up Death's Breath that come past. Or anything else, provided you can click accurately. Yeah, here he is. Right, next. Triune Reborn.
Not ready yet.
And the Vengeance is probably what really makes this shine. It's the piercing shots. Along with Strafe just shooting in every direction. It means you're not just shooting the guys immediately in front of you, but you're shooting pretty much everyone on the screen at the same time. And that is really a big thing. Do occasionally run into hatred issues. Mostly it's if I've hit lots of relatively strong things and so pain enhancers built up the blood frenzy, which increases my attack speed, then my hatred can't keep up. But look, I'll be honest, that's pretty rare. Alright, 2 more to find, probably over the other side of the map. Yeah, if I could somehow get this to work with Boon of the Hoarder as well, that would be excessive, I think. All the extra gold, just put Avarice Band in the cube, that would be very nice. Probably sacrifice the Wreath of Lightning actually at the moment, given that I'm bountying. Yeah, I might go do that in a second. Probably best not sit in poison. Get this one finished and then I'll go swap over my gems. Okay, back to town quickly. So we're going to be sacrificing some speed for a lot of gold. Where did I put it? I think it's in my regular focus. Yeah, there we go. Gem combiner. Let's swap this over. Give me that back. And get rid of this. Put that in there. We'll go put this back in here for safekeeping. This can sit just here at the moment. Put these away. And on to the Skeleton King. Cube first. Avarice Band. Yeah, that's going to be much better. Yes, Custodian Risk Guards, cool. Right, Skeleton King. Time for some ridiculous money while bountying. Should probably have thought about this a little bit more. I tend to do my killing after I've long passed the area, so I'm not sure exactly how efficient this is going to be. Especially because I don't have like ferrets and other things running around picking up for me. Still, some is better than none. It's not like I'm lacking in speed at the moment. Hello. Build up stacks of Tagut while we're waiting for him to wake up. Then we'll one-shot him with a fan. Hello. Go. That's town. Take this in. What do we have here? I'm still waiting. Just the usual Golden Gorget of Leoric. Damn it. Stupid autocast. Need more time. Well, there's no way that's going to be useful for me, so I'll just salvage that immediately. Probably didn't even need to identify it. Not ready yet. Right, and with quite a lot of talking and then a couple of acts of bounties, I think that's probably a good place to stop this episode. But join me again shortly and we'll pick up the other 3 acts of bounties, hopefully in a much faster time.